Welcome in, welcome in. For those who are new here, for those who don't know who I am, my name's Mr. Richard. You can call me Mr. R, Mr. Moneybags, Mr. Awesome. As long as you put a Mr. in front. Call me what the freak you want, as long as you put Mr. in the front. A lot of people ask me like where the Mr. Richard thing even starts. Is that what's up? I say, you damn, that was quick. Y'all hopping in here fast. A lot of people ask me where the Mr. Richard thing comes from. One of my, I ain't gonna call her my mentees, but she showed me a lot about buying real estate. And she was a loan officer, and she was showing me what's like debt servicing ratios. And I had no clue what the hell that even was. So I'll keep it kind of short. Debt servicing is when you buy a property and the property's rent pays for the property. So, for example, you buy $100,000 house and the rent for that area is $1,000, but your house payment is $1,200. If your house payment is 12, but the rent is getting is 1,000, then that's not that's below the debt service amount. And so, flip the script. Is this recorded? No. Hey, I see you. I don't like to call people names out, but I'll say, oh, the F 111. So yeah, so it's um, so there's I can't even think now. Someone threw me off. But yeah, so that's debt servicing in a nutshell. And she broke it down. She was like, yo, these houses in these areas, you can buy them and make more money by owning them to rent them out to other people. And I said, show me how it works. And she showed me like certain areas that are good to buy in, areas that are bad to buy in because the debt ratio or the debt servicing was a lot low or high. And then we kind of broke it down. So yeah, it was kind of a cool experience. And then she kind of showed me that. And every time I talked to her, I would call her yes sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and I would call her Miss Martha. And she was like, you don't have to call me Miss, right? She's old now, man. She's retired. She's been buying and selling properties for like 50 years or something. She's probably like 90 years old. Her husband passed away recently. I should call her and say this up, but she um she's like, don't call me Miss because it made me feel old. I said, well, it's a respect thing. She said, okay, cool. Well, you call me Miss Martha, I'll call you Mr. Richard. And what happens is she said that, hey, Mr. Richard, I have a person who has a property for sale. Go meet them or go call them, or they'll call you. She said, okay, cool. They'll call me and they say, hey, is this Mr. Richard? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's Mr. Richard. And then you know, I'm on a little weird rant, but that's how the name Mr. Richard came from because it was like my first mentee or mentor who kind of showed me the ropes on real estate and who introduced me to people and they would introduce me as Mr. Richard. So that's where the whole thing kind of comes from. So yeah. Anyways, how y'all doing? What's going on? I see some people checking in. We streaming live all over social media. We have YouTube's in the house. I really appreciate y'all being there. The number one stunners in the house. What it do though? I see you in there. Instagram got a couple people in here. I see y'all. Let's see where else. The top has a few people in here, but we streaming all over Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So what we're gonna do is today we're going to we're going to do just a straight freestyle. A lot of people always want to ask me different questions, so just comment your questions and I'm gonna do like just rapid fire. I'm as to respect other people's and their questions and stuff like that. I'm not gonna try to go in super full detail. I'll just go kind of hit the subject and then just bounce off, hopefully get you pointed in the right direction. But like I said before, if you ever want to get like full details of how you should do some things or how we learn or how other people have learned from these type of experiences, Link in the bio. Join the free class Wednesday 9 p.m. So somebody said, "What should I do with a saved $1,000?" So $1,000 is good money. I'm not going to try to shun or diss any progress that anybody's ever made, right? $1,000, $100, $50, $2,000. I don't give a damn, right? We all start somewhere. I remember joining the military. I had nothing. I had negative $10,000 and a toothbrush and the clothes on my back. So that let you know where I started from. So $1,000, you could do a few things, and you almost might as well say you have no money, because that $1,000 is pretty much probably revolving currency. It's probably money that you use to maintain your lifestyle. You probably go out to the club or buy something to eat or buy some new shoes or get some car maintenance done on your car, something like that with that money. So it's almost might as well be no money. And it's not really a saved. And something else you said too that kind of threw me off is the word save. Don't ever, when you talk around me, I don't save, right? There's only two things you can be doing with money. You can be spending it or you can be investing it. That's pretty much all it is, right? If the money's in your account, it's ready to be allocated to one or two areas. It goes into a pot that you can spend on money on for your daily expenses, or it can be allocated towards investing. I mean, in all honesty, there's really no point even having a savings account. I always somebody said something about Dave Ramsey the other day, and Dave Ramsey says your first baby step should save up $1,000, and I was like, well, why? Or have a savings account? Why? I mean, if you have, I mean, hell, here's a business account right here, you know, with $30,000 in it. They're in an expense or an emergency that this $30,000 couldn't cover. Most any transactions can be purchased with a swipe. So what are you saving for? Your money. If you need an emergency fund, get a line of credit or a credit card, and don't use it unless it's an emergency. And as soon as you use it, you pay it back the next month. Pay it all in full, or try to. But you shouldn't live off your credit cards. They're only there for emergency purposes. That's just my opinion. Everything else should be in a fund, like a primary checking that you use every day, or in investing. So you have $1,000, cool. That's $1,000 you have in rotational money. Now the rest of your money that you get, so next month or next week or whenever you get paid, you need to allocate money towards investing. Mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, bonds, or putting it aside for real estate or trying to buy a business. And if your credit sucks, you need to be allocating money towards fixing your credit. If there's not enough, make it enough. And a lot of people say, well, Mr. Richard, I'm living check to check. It's hard for me to save. No, it ain't. You are just spending your money on bullshit. That's all. I promise you, I can look at your finances. I can look at the last 3 months of your finances, and I can cut your expenses in half. This coming from a guy who pretty much was living off of my paycheck when I was in the military for the first 4 years was $900. Now, anybody in here want to give me any kind of random emoji? Say they make less than $800 a month? Because I'll wait. Now, you making less than $800 a month, I'll give you some leeway. But if you're not making less than $800, I'll give you $1,000, $1,000 a month. Then I don't want to hear that you have enough money. And I was investing. I was still investing. I was still putting like $400, $300, $400 a month up every month. I just couldn't do the bullshit. I like forced myself. I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat out, couldn't go to the clubs, couldn't go out drinking, couldn't go out spend all my money on all this crap. All I had was the cell phone bill and whatever little rent I had, and beanie weenies and ate shit, and invest the rest. And if you're not willing to do that, especially with $1,000, I don't think you're ready yet. You got to start putting up some money, man. And then once you do get your credit right, then you can start leveraging your credit if you want to do that. You can start going out to banks and asking banks, hey, um, my credit is good. I have a good business structure. Can I get lines of credit? And then you can take those lines of credit and then you can start buying real estate or businesses or side hustles or storage units or whatever you want to get into. So you have different options. You need to start investing more. You need to work on your credit. And then you need to start leveraging your credit to get lines of credit and then taking those lines of credit and then buying stuff that makes money. If that answers your question. But that's what you need to do with $1,000. If you want details, you want me to break it down for you, or you can point you in the right direction on the different types of investments, different types of real estate you can be buying, different types of ways to leverage your business credit, different types of ways, different types of businesses you can buy. Right? I teach a free class, link in the bio. It's called Be Your Own Boss. Free class Wednesday, 9 p.m. Overcome and conquer. What's happening? What's up? Got that thing fired up. Do Mr. Richard, do you have any knowledge over real estate? Oh man, there are people out here that think they know what they're talking about when it comes to real estate, but I am a different beast. I've spent countless amount of money, time, effort, and energy kind of perfecting slash mastering real estate. Now, I'm not the best, but I'm a top tier contender when it comes to real estate. So whenever you talk about real estate, you got multiple different ways. You got your own home, then you have investment properties. Then you have multiple different types of avenues when it comes to investments. You have commercial, warehouse, apartments, which are financed as commercial. Apartments is 5 units or more. 4 units or less is considered residential. That means that me or you get financed as a residential for 4 units or less. So quadplex, triplexes, duplexes, and single family homes are financed as 1. So you can buy a 4plex and still get financed as one house. And you put less down too, especially if you occupy it. Then you got what's called syndication deals. That means when you pool people's money together and you buy a property and you make interest, you charge like an acquisition. Acquisition just a fancy word for a buying. You charge a acquisition fee, and then you charge a management fee because you're managing the property, and then you charge a disposition, just a fancy word for selling. So you make money on your fees while everybody else makes the profit off the rental profit off the rent. That's a syndication deal. Then you have wholesaling. When you get a property under contract, you wholesale it to somebody else and make an assignment fee, typically real estate investors. You got BRRRR strategy, buy, rehab, refinance, rent, and repeat. That's the BRRRR strategy. You have bird dogging, when you find properties for investors. You have lease options. Whenever you buy a property from somebody else and you lease it to somebody else with the option to buy it, but you take their lease and recoup all your expenses. You got bandit signs, you got tax liens, you got tax deeds. I could go on for days. You got Section 8. There's multiple different ways to make money in real estate. If you want to learn them all, click the link in the bio, join the free class. Like I said, talk about this stuff all day. Someone said I'm going to join. I see you. Let's join. I see you there. But that's a great question. Do I know a lot about real estate? Shit, I made a small fortune in real estate. And you know what's crazy is me and Miss Martha, she was a loan officer. And she would get people calling and say, yo, I need to refinance my house. And they wouldn't get qualified for a refinance or a HELOC. So they was like, okay, well, you can't get the money to, do you ever thought about selling? And he was like, yeah, you know what? I will sell it. Does it need a lot of work? Well, yeah, it needs work. that's why I was going to use the money to fix it up. I said, well, I got a guy who will take the property as is, and you ain't got to do nothing to it. Oh wow, I was going to cash out like 30 grand and fix it up, but if he'll take it, the way it is, I'll do that. Cool. His name's Mr. Richard. Hey, my name's Mr. Richard. What's going on? Yeah, I got this property for sale. Okay, cool. I'm looking up this property. Cool. Everything in your neighborhood is selling for $100,000. How much work does it need? About 20, 25. You mind if I look at it? Yep. According to my estimate, need 30,000. So I'll give you 40 grand cash. I'll give you 40. I'll put 30 into it. I refinance at 80. I make 10. Or I sell it for 100 and I make 30. All day. That's how we do it. All day long. Thank you for the gift, whoever gave them. Thank you for the gifts. And also, too, I'm streaming all over social media. We got some people on Facebook. We got people on YouTube. We got people on the gram. Comment where y'all from, because I always like to see where different people are from. And also, if you watch from YouTube, that's the only platform that pays me to be here. It's not a lot. I honestly make like $10 an hour, and it's free to you. Just watch from there, right? It's all the same. Actually, I think the video is a little more crispier if you watch it from YouTube, but yeah, it's all good. You don't necessarily have to. But comment where you from, man. I want people to check in. I like to see where people reside or where people come in from, because I pretty much lived all over the United States, and or traveled all throughout the United States. I was in the military for like 21, 22 years, and man, I've seen it all. I've been there and I've done that, and I've seen New York in the house, New York City in the house. Someone said, is there someone imitating me? Yeah. So if you ever get a message from a profile that looks like me, it's not me. Just block them. Especially if they're talking about some crypto or something like that. Gainesville, Gville in the house. Miss Red. I had an ex in Gainesville. I thought I was gonna marry that woman, but she ended up being crazy. No, man, I'm joking. We just, life, you know what I mean? Life happened. It is what it is. Though. Someone said a Diddy party. Yeah, man. Oh, KC in the house. You know KC, man? All right, listen here, Mr. KC. Someone got a garbage pail kid as their profile pic. That's an awesome. People are crazy. Anyway, someone said Kansas City in the house. So Kansas City, Kansas City is one of those cities. They're like primed for the boom. Okay. There's like 5 cities in America. I'll give you a couple. There's 5 cities in America that are primed for a boom. And Kansas City is one of them. Okay. Now I'll kind of break it down a little bit. So Kansas City is like 2 or 3 times Super Bowl champs. I think they won 2. They went 3 times. So when people win the Super Bowl, if y'all don't know what that does to a city's economy, it literally shoots it through the moon. Because now that city is being recognized. Remember, like Dallas did the same boom in like the 90s. Dallas was not a major city like it was back then. But when Dallas Cowboys used to win a lot of Super Bowls, like 3 out of 4 back to back, the city boomed, because a lot of times people will spend their money on sports memorabilia and they don't know who to root for, especially if they just become fans. So they'll just default follow who wins. People like to root for the winners. Okay. So the same thing with Kansas City. So if someone said, and then now when people start rooting for a team, they'll start, are you from there? No, I'm not. But then they'll start affiliating and start associating themselves with that city by default. And they'll tend to gravitate towards that. And then now the city has an influx of money, sports memorabilia, the teams coming there and spending their money, all that kind of stuff like that. So the city will accommodate that, right? The city, like if you look up the population of Kansas City, um, let's say before they start winning Super Bowls, I'll say 2019 to 2024. It's got to be. I'll even do some quick research, right? KC Pop Kansas City population growth. All right. So it was 1.9 million in 2019. Now it's 2.4 million. So that city population has grown 500,000 people in 5 years. That's 100,000 a year. So what does that mean? If your city is growing 100,000 people per year, that's on average like 8,000 a month. Where are these people going to live? Where are these people going to work? They need jobs. They need homes. I see you. So those cities have to accommodate those people. So they're giving loans, grants, funding, infrastructure to people, right? So if you was a commercial builder or a residential builder, they're going to cater to your contracts because they got to get people homes. And then Kansas City also just put in a bid for the World Cup. I think the World Cup will be here in 2026 or 2028. I'm not sure. But they're going to play in random cities all throughout the world, all throughout the United States. So I know some will be in Miami, some will be in New York, some will be in LA, some will be in like Houston or Dallas. And Kansas City wants to host some of the World Cup games. To host those type of structures, you need the infrastructure. And then they want to host, and then when the Olympics come, they want to host some of the city, some of the things they want to put in the bid for the Olympics too. To host that kind of people, you got to have the infrastructure. So Kansas City, I'm absolutely right. What do you mean I'm right? I know I'm right. I'm trying to tell you. Shoot. You think I'm out here playing, twiddling my fingers? No, man. This is chess, man. I'm making chess moves. I'm trying to tell y'all how to get the money. So they're trying to, host the Olympics. They're trying to host the World Cup. They're trying to host Super Bowls. They already have 3 out of 4 Super Bowls there, champions. I mean, dude, they are primed for growth. And you know what people need? Jobs. Businesses are going to grow, so you might as well have the employees and provide a service. Housing. You might as well rent this for people because not everybody want to buy houses because houses are super expensive. And then gentrification in these type of cities is going to get real bad, right? I hate the term gentrification. I don't, really support it. But I mean, it is what it is. It's called a spade a spade. If people are getting money, I'm getting it too. If y'all want to sell Big Mama's house for $50,000, I put $50,000 into it and sell it to some hipster, 20-year-old hipster software developer for $250. By all means. I didn't tell you to sell Big Mama's house. You should just take Big Mama's house, take out a HELOC or refinance it, fix it up, and make it more modern and accommodating to your needs, and keep it in your family for the rest of your life. Somebody laughing. I ain't lying. I mean, don't sell Big Mama's house. But people don't listen. Sorry, I went on a rant. But yeah, Kansas City, there's like 5, 6 cities that are primed for growth, right? I'm not gonna sit on here and rant about all of them, but I talk about them all the time in my classes or my mentorship or in my community. You want to learn more, that type of stuff interests you, click the link in the bio, join the free class. That's what we talk about. Someone said 100%. I ain't gotta lie about no money. Shit, it cometh and goeth. Someone said I like the drip. I like you. No Diddy. All Diddy. I like the drip. I like you. All Diddy. No, I'm just playing. What's happening, everybody? Big P, I see you. Someone said, not this, Mr. Richard. Yeah. California in the house, Tampa in the house. How many employees do I have? I don't even know, man. I try not to count. I don't even think about it. It's weird. It's weird. I'm gonna tell you something else too that's weird. Like any type of metrics that measures my success, like I stopped counting. When I hit $1 million, when I was an official technical millionaire, I was 2013 or 2014. I don't remember the year. I remember it was October, but it was 2013 or 2014. I called the missus in, and I was kind of old school, right? I had like ledgers, and I would add up all the money I had, all the real estate I had, all the income I had, all the debts I had, and then I would put all the debts I had, right? And then I would have like a ledger, but it was all on like a computer, but it was all just typing, but I would write it out too. And I did it, and I submitted it for that. I did it like I call it a year in review. I would review all my finances every year, right? And everybody in here should be doing the same thing. You should step back and say, hey, I have this house, I have this car, I have these bills, I have this debt, I have these credit cards, I have this credit score. And you just put it all on a piece of paper. And then set a reminder in your cell phone to come back in a year or 6 months and see if you're progressing. If your credit score goes up, if your credit score goes down, if your net worth goes up, if your net worth goes down, if your debt goes up, if your debt goes down. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just don't sit back and reflect on bettering themselves, right? You need a standard or a metric that you use, and then you build or grow from there. If you have no starting point, how are you getting ahead in life? Like, man, I want to get ahead in life. How do you get ahead when you have no start? Start somewhere. You starting here? Cool. How much money you have? I don't know. Cool. How much debt you got? I don't know. Cool. What's your credit score? I don't know. Okay. Well, you have any assets? I got some new Jordans. I got them new Jordan 11s. Man, you'll get the fuck out of here. I was in a shoe store earlier today, and the dude was like, it was one of those shoe stores where they sell like specific shoes, like really expensive shoes. And my daughter wanted some fours. They was like $300. I said, "Girl, I ain't paying $300 for some shoes." And she said, "I like these too." I said, "Concords, man, hell no, I don't like Jordan 11s. Them things suck." And the guy like turns around, looking at me like, "Bro, you don't get the fuck out of here." Man, I'll buy this whole motherfucking store and shut it down and burn all these damn shoes. You better get the hell out of my face with that trash. You might not. You might want to check the bank accounts. Somebody said, "What was my Savannah in the house, California in the house, New Jersey in the house, North Carolina, Mobile, Alabama, one of those cities. North Carolina, one of those states. New Jersey, one of those states. Savannah is a sleeper. Savannah is like a cheap man's Charleston. And the cost of living almost reflects it too. But that's just me though. But I could talk all day about different cities and stuff, man. I promise you. but I'm not going to do that. How can I get in contact with you or your people so we can set something up? Oh, hell yeah. So if you want to learn more about any of this progress or any of these systems or anything that I have to offer, click the link in the bio, join the free class. It's called Be Your Own Boss. I have a class Wednesday at 9 p.m. EST. You want to learn more? You learn more. You want to learn from that? Go from there. And then we can figure some stuff out. You want to do one-on-one? You want to do some consultation? You want to do some coaching? You want to start building real estate? You want to buy a business? You want to get into investing? You want to get your credit right? We do it all, right? And none of that get rich quick crap. None of that. I don't play that shit, right? If you got some people come to me like, yo, bro, I got $5,000. I want to turn it into 50, $500,000 by the end of the year. Like, you better keep strolling. You better go with some crypto or some shit. You better go damn day trade or gamble and do some parlays because it ain't happening here. It is not happening. Don't happen that fast. First of all, it ain't even a lot of money. And then you want to damn turn a damn chicken nugget into a damn chicken farm. It ain't happening, right? It takes time. You have to build up some systems, build some stuff out, and then kind of go from there. What is the first thing I can do to leverage my 720 credit score? Yeah. You need to establish business credit. First of all, you need to establish a business. You need to establish yourself as an entity because you as a person, for lack of a better terms, ain't crap. Banks, financial institutions hate people. I'm going to say it again, and I'm not trying to be a butthole. They hate you. Banks don't care about you. You are an inconvenience to a bank. A bank's job is to do one thing. Make money. Okay? Once you understand that, then the relationship between you and the bank, the dynamic kind of changes. Okay? When you know that the bank's job is to make money, then you look at the bank differently. Like, for example, if you went on a date with a guy or a girl and their whole objective was to get money out of you, would you be talking to them sweeter? Would you be nicer to them? Would you be, more willing to even go out with them? If their whole objective was to get money from you or to take you back to the house and have some happy time or something. If that's the whole objective, like they don't want to get to know you, they don't care about your family, they don't care about your thoughts, they don't care about your dreams, they don't care about your goals. If their whole objective is, hey man, I'm just trying to take this person home and have happy time, then you can either do one of two things. Once you already know their objective. You can give them what they want, or you cannot give them what they want. But if you give them what they want, in return, you should get what you want. The same thing with the banks. If the bank's objective is to make money, now that I know that their bank's job is to make money, my job is now to make money. I don't want to, how people say, it's so crazy because people's like, oh man, I love USAA. Man, I love Navy Federal. Hey man, Bank of America, they have some great people there. Man, I love Wells Fargo. I ain't never had an issue with Truist, PNC, and like, dude, shut up. Their goal is to make money. You're falling in love with a process whose sole purpose is to get money from you. They take your paycheck and loan it out to people like me. You deposit on Friday, I'm getting a check on Monday. Right? Millions of dollars worth of lines of credit here. Millions with an M worth of lines of credit from the bank. Because I know their objective is to make money. How do banks make money? Loans. Loans, fees, and credit cards. That's how banks make their money. That's it. That's all they care about. Loans, fees, credit cards. So let's take credit cards first. You go to the bank, you get a personal credit card, $2,000. I go to the bank and get a credit card, $30,000. It's right here. The card's still in here. I ain't even used it yet. I don't even care. I just get them because you never know when I'm gonna need one. It's right here. 30,000. Wow. You go get $5,000 and it shows up in your credit. I get $30,000 and it don't even show up on my credit. Now I can take that $30,000 and I can go buy a property or renovate a property, or I can take that money and buy a business, or I can buy some storage, put down payment on the storage unit, or put down payment or buy a whole vending machine route, or buy a tow truck company or something. Whatever makes money. Because like I said, their objective is to make money. Once I know their objective, now my objective is to make money off of them. You go to the bank and you get your $5,000 credit card and you go buy clothes and Gucci and shoes and go to the club or take a vacation. If their job is to make money off of you, why are you not making money off of them? You're taking their money that they're making money off of you and you're buying stuff that doesn't make money. Understand the role, understand the dynamic. It's a give and take relationship. They take from you, I take from them. They take from you, you give to them. Shouldn't be like that. Understand the dynamic of there. Next, fees, ATM fees, late fees, overdraft fees. Man, I had an overdraft fee in 8 years. Right? Their objective is to take their money. I'm not giving them no fees. I'm sure y'all probably out here still sliding and bouncing checks. Fuck that. Next is loans. Car loans, business loans, house loans, personal line of credit loans. Does a car loan make me money? No. So I'm good. Does a house make me money? If you live in it, no. If you rent it out, yes. So I like that loan. Does a business loan make me money? You buy an existing business that already has cash flow, you take the cash flow and you pay off the loan. Debt servicing 101. Sure. Line of credit. Line of credit in the form of a credit card, a line of credit into like a business line. Yep, all three of those, that makes me money. So credit, so cars, nope. Businesses, yep. Real estate, yep. Lines of credit, yes. They're there to make money. You need to be there to make money. Y'all whole dynamic of even understanding banks are wrong. I don't even know how I even got on this question. Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you need to start leveraging your credit from the banks. I went on a rant about that, but yeah. Someone said, how the F you got yo cam this like this? I almost want to address this and I almost don't. I don't know what that means. How do I got my camera like this? I don't know. Technology, 20. Welcome to the future. I don't know what the hell that means, man. But I am streaming over multiple platforms. I have a software program where I stream over multiple platforms. So I'm live on 2 Facebook accounts. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on Instagram, 2 Instagram pages, and I'm live on Twitter and I'm live on TikTok. So that's how I do it. I have a software program where I take the live stream and put it there and it sends it all out. I don't know what your screen looks like, but but yeah, that's the answer to your question. Should I just carry cash or what? Oh, hold on, let me help y'all. Cash Bro, don't even fucking get me started with this cash shit, right? Every time I see a rapper or entertainer or some damn celebrity walking around with wads of cash, that is the most bullish shit I've ever seen in my life. It drives me insane when I see celebrities carrying cash. I don't know. I'm gonna put y'all on some real money stuff. Have you ever tried to deposit or withdraw a large amount of money? Like anything damn near over $10,000, it's like pulling teeth. And anything over $50,000, you got to come back. If I go to the bank right now, hey, this account right here has, I don't know, $600,000 in it. I need $50,000 cash. We don't carry that kind of cash on us. You can fill out this slip and you got to come back. Let's say, whatever day it is, you got to come back in 3 days to get your money. So whenever I see a celebrity or a rapper or entertainer or some shit running around with bricks of money, look at me, y'all. I'm flexing on that. I'm flexing on the gram. Yeah, bro, you look like a fucking idiot. Because how the fuck are you running around with that kind of cash? And then what's crazy is I've been places and I've tried to either deposit that kind of cash or I've tried to buy stuff with that kind of cash, and them motherfuckers will laugh my ass straight up out the store. You ever tried to go to like Mercedes Benz and buy $100,000 car cash? Them mother cluckers will literally laugh you out the damn store. They will say, yo, bro, we can't take this. Nobody's taking cash. And then when people tell me, oh man, that's the street life. That's how they roll. They must have been paid in that kind of money. You know how dumb that sounds? You know how dumb that sounds? It's almost like as dumb as it sounds. You ever watch the movie Ray Charles? The movie Ray? I'll give you a quick synopsis if you haven't. In the 1960s, Ray Charles used to he used to go on tour. But the manager would have to pay Ray in ones, right? He'd be like, yo, man, you owe me $30 in ones. So he would have to stop what he's doing, go to the bank, get $30 in ones, and then take it to Ray so Ray can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And after like the third trip, he handed Ray like, hey, my check is $40. He gave him 2 20s. Ray said, what the fuck is this? This is $2. He said, nah, man, it's 2 20s. He said, nah, man, I like to be paid in ones. He said, bro, I'm not fucking going all the way out of my way to go get 40 ones and singles. You gonna have to damn just suck this shit up. That's the same thing I see in today's age. What if the person got paid in cash? Who the fuck's running around with $10,000, $20,000 in cash? Who? No one. And if a celebrity says to me, hey, Mr. Richard, I want to come on your platform. I want to do an interview. Pay me $10,000 cash. I was like, you know what? You can piss off. I'm not fucking going to no bank and ask for no $10,000 cash. Get the fuck out of here. That's just, get out of here. That shit don't even make any sense. $10,000 of cash. Now I got a damn, and every time you do a transaction over $10,000 at the bank, it sends a notification to the FBI and to the IRS. So now I'm going to get audited because some fucking rapper wants to be paid in cash so he can flex on Instagram in front of some damn his honeys and his posse. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That shit is fucking stupid. It makes no sense. And you're not going to sit here and convince me or tell me otherwise. All y'all can kiss my ass. And if you don't agree with it, peace out. Because that shit is stupid. We need to do better as people. Instead of running around trying to flex all our damn money on Instagram, buy these big ass, stupid ass chains, trying to get the latest and greatest of all this other kind of shit, And then the bad part about it is it's all trash, right? Don't even get me started. Y'all gonna get me upset. Y'all gonna get me upset with that shit. Y'all gonna get me upset. And then the bad part about it is you want me to real flex? Watch this. This is a $60 hat. This is a $900 shirt. This is a $12,000 watch. This is a $400 titanium band. That's a fucking flex. This is a $1.2 million home. You don't see no fucking jewelry. You don't see stacks of cash. And I think I have some emergency money floating around here. I don't even give a fuck about it. I don't care. Cash is trash. Cash flow and lines of credit is the way of the future. You think I'm running around here with $10,000 damn necklaces on? You know how dumb that shit looks? It's a psychological thing. People have to show their wealth to people to be validated. If you really want to get to some history and some knowledge, you can use my Harvard education and kind of show you what y'all really damn showing all y'all damn wealth off for. Because after slavery was abolished to differentiate the poor Negroes and the Negroes with class, they had shoes. Really, really broke people didn't have shoes. And really, really rich people or had their papers or who was free had shoes. That was one of the deciding factors on the wealth class. And then there it starts. A lot of people say, well, why the fuck we put so much emphasis on shoes? Maybe it was indoctrined from slavery, right? Maybe we have to one up each other just to show that we are have success, or maybe that we are not better off than others. I don't fucking know why we put so much emphasis on shoes and jewelry and all that kind of shit like that, right? But I can almost revert back to Jim Crow laws and stuff too. But I'm not gonna get into it. Let's just say we need to quit. What should one keep their money in? Real estate and businesses and investments. Your money should be making you money every day, all day while you're sleeping. If you woke up and your bank account was the same amount it was yesterday, you are messing up. You know, a great quote. If you gonna go to bed broke, you shouldn't have took your ass to sleep. You should keep your money in stuff that makes money. Point, period, blank. And if your money is not in anything that makes you money while you're sleeping, you, my friends, are messing up. No one gives a shit about your grill. No one gives a shit about your Cuban links. No one gives a damn about your bedazzled fucking Patek Philippe. No one gives a damn about your any of that shit. Your Jordan 4s. No one cares. I'd rather have $10 million in the bank and look homeless than dress like have $100,000 worth of clothes on and no money. We got to get out of this shit, people. My people's, we got to get out of that shit. We got to. But, hey, whatever. What do I know? Someone said, what was my MOS and branch? Well, first of all, MOS is Army and Marines. I was in the Air Force. My AFSC was 2 Alpha 672 aircraft mechanic, for lack of a better term. I'm not going to go into detail about it. Man, shit done got serious. As a real estate investor, I need to sell Big Mama's house. Yeah. Keep selling Big Mama house to the investors. We'll take them. And then y'all gonna be living in some apartment in 5 years from now, paying rent to somebody else. When you took Big Mama's house and then you go pay off a car and buy other dumb shit. And someone said, well, you keep your money. It damn sure ain't in damn jewelry. Right? So is buying jewelry an investment? Help me out. Is buying a grill an investment? Somebody right now is getting a grill sized. Somebody right now is putting on a Jesus piece. Somebody right now is wearing a damn busted out damn AP or a busted out Rolex, right? And I'm gonna put you on some real games, right? You can take this same Rolex, let's say it's, I don't know, 10 grand. I don't know. You can bust it out, put all the damn bedazzled and all that kind of shit in it. They'll sell it to you for $30,000, 25,000. But as soon as you then put any of that bedazzled shit on it, you depreciate the value's only like $5,000. But only motherfuckers who's paying for that shit is my peoples. Right? No one else is buying that shit. And then I see some of these other celebrities talking about, I paid 25 for this. Normally, the watch was like 10 grand, but I bedazzled it and now it's worth 25. And I know my jeweler told me he'll always pay what I paid for it. You, my friend, are a fucking idiot. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. No jeweler, I can't even say the word now, is ever going to pay you retail for a piece of jewelry that you pay for, especially when it's bedazzled out. I say the word bedazzled, that just means you put all them rhinestones and moistenites or diamonds in that shit. That shit is horrible. It is trash. As soon as I see that shit, I'm just like, you're an idiot. But hey, what do I know, man? I'm on a rant. I'm sorry. I apologize. Someone said the best way to invest $30,000. I would do a couple things. One, work on my credit, and then I would deposit the $30,000. Let's say you had $30,000 into your checking account. If you invested $30,000, then if you put $30,000 into a property, then the $30,000 is gone. Put you on some more game. Let's say you put $30,000 into a brokerage account or to a ETF or a mutual fund or index fund. And then now that account is drawing interest, you can go to the bank and you can take a loan out against your stocks. It's called a portfolio loan. So a lot of people don't even know that's a thing. How do you think rich people buy shit? You think Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg sell their fucking stocks in their company to buy a house? No. Because if you sell stocks, it's called a taxable event. If you sell some of your stocks, you pay capital gains tax on those stocks. So what really rich people do, or just regular rich people like myself, you borrow against your portfolio. Debt is non-taxable. It doesn't trigger a non-taxable event. So if I have, let's say, $10 million in an account, and I go and say, hey, I want to borrow $9 million, they're going to give me a line of credit for $9 million. Now I take the $9 million, my payment on $9 million is probably going to be $100,000 a month or something. But let's say I bought a business or I bought some real estate and the profit from that is $200,000 a month. So I take two, I give the bank back one, and now I keep one, $100,000 profit. I made $100,000, the bank got their interest, and then my portfolio of stocks is still drawing interest every year for the rest of my life. That's how the rich get richer. Not taking your cash and go buy some dumb shit or go buy something and try to make it work. That ain't how the game works, man. That's just one technique, right? But we can talk about those type of techniques all night long, all night long. Mr. Richard, what's happening, Mr. Richard? Someone said I went to Harvard. Yeah. I'll look. Actually, I was here. Actually, I was in here right now. Actually, I need to finish. Look, boop. Look, I'm logging in. My account, my dashboard, my account, Richard, my account, Harvard, right there. Financial aid, past classes, all of that. Yes, I went to Harvard. I'm technically still in. I have I haven't even finished my program, but it's like going just to go. It's just a money grab, man, and it's so annoying. It's like only reason I would finish just to say I did it. I don't need that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But every once in a while, people always ask me about Harvard and stuff like that. To me, it's kind of easy. I mean, I sit here and talk. I talk college level slash master's level slash doctorate levels understanding of money to you guys damn near on a daily basis. I mean, all I'm doing is pretty much as soon as they give me a project, I just put my phone on speaker and I speak into the phone and I can do my discussions comically easy, you know. Someone said, what would I be without my military experience? Homeless, man. The military is the best and worst thing I've ever done in my life. But you know what's crazy about the military is? The military is like the bank. Understand why you're there. Your job is like the bank. Understand why you're there. Don't give them any more than they deserve and give them just enough so you don't get in trouble. Right? Every other minute of your day should be devoted towards making money. Your job is going to use you for everything they can, right? Use your job for everything you can. When I was about year 8 in the military, I realized that this is cool, but this ain't my life. My objective is to be well off. I think I'm smart enough. I have the means, the capability, and the attitude to do it. And I just, from that moment, the military wasn't my priority no more. And a lot of people, when I was in the military, would like give me crap for not like, you need to be more gun ho. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, dude, you can have this shit, right? I'm not gonna break my neck. The military don't give a damn about you. And as soon as I got out, nobody, one person I knew reached out to me, right? The military kind of don't. They don't give a damn about you, right? You just a number. And if y'all don't care about me, why should I care about y'all? But I appreciate my training. I appreciate my paycheck for the rest of my life. How about it? Someone said Elon Musk took a loan on his portfolio to buy Twitter. Yes. Yes. He didn't sell. Say Elon Musk had $200 million worth of Tesla stock or some shit. I don't know. He's not going to sell $40-50 million worth of Tesla stock to buy Twitter. You got to pay taxes on that. 28% capital gains tax, 28% on $40 billion. You're talking $10 billion in taxes. That's dumb. Just take a loan out at like 0.5% or 1%. Use the loan, which is non-taxable, to buy the company. The company has what's called debt servicing. Let's say if the payment to buy Twitter was $220 million a month on $40 billion. If he makes it, I think Twitter brings in like $400 million a month. So if they bring it in $400 million, your payment is $220. He literally is making $180 million a month with Tesla. It's crazy. It's nasty work out there. It's nasty. And that's how you do it, my friends. You don't use your money, use the bank's money. Why the hell are you using your own money? That's dumb. Once you understand that, then you kind of can have a better appreciation of the game. What is the first business that you started? It's kind of weird. I started the real estate company first, but I didn't know what I was doing. And then by default, I started the property management company, but I didn't know what I was doing. But, then it was kind of downhill from there. Not really downhill. It was just easier. It's kind of crazy. Once you're already known for like getting shit done and people loan you money and you pay it back on time and you pay it with interest and you thank them for their They're loaning you money, and you say at any time, and then they're like, "Yo, man, I get you. You needed $40,000 for this house, and I gave you the $40,000, and then 2, 3 months later, you gave me 45,000 back. Shit, you need any more money? No, not now." And then now people just pretty much beg me to take their money. I get freaking 40 emails a day talking about, "Yo, man, I got some money. You need some money?" Nah, man, nope, don't need any money. "You sure, man? I got money for you." Like, no, I don't need no money, man. Leave me alone. But that's just the way it is. But that's the answer to your question. What was the first business I started was the real estate company. I didn't know what I was doing. I was buying houses and selling them in my name. Then I said, "Yo, I need to get a business structure," because I watched some YouTube video and some guy said if someone hurts themselves on your property, they can sue you and they take all your properties. I said, "Okay, cool." I started. Every house I bought after that, I put in the LLC. I didn't even know how to structure the LLC. I didn't know how to name the LLC. I didn't know how to damn go about doing it. I just know that I had to do it, and I just figured it out. So, kind of school of hard knocks stuff. Someone said it sounds like the penitentiary. Yeah, it has its ups and downs. Somebody right now waiting next to pay for their grill. See? Oh man, grills. Get out of here with that shit. Floyd Mayweather thinks he's doing something walking around with a bag of money. Yeah, and he's an idiot. Floyd Mayweather, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what's crazy. Floyd Mayweather's whole personality revolves around money. It's crazy. It's almost like I'm trying to think of somebody else who's like that. It's like if they're not flexing how much money they have, then they have no personality. Like, talk to Floyd Mayweather about anything. Listen to him talking about anything other than money. You go to his Instagram. Next, I got this new Jacob and Coach. I got $100,000 in the bag. I got 7 of my new cars. I'm on my new private plane. I got a new watch. Bitch, didn't you just say that 4 posts ago? Cool. I just got a bag full of money. Didn't you just say that 4 posts ago? Hey man, I just got this new house. I guess that's different. Yeah, I'm on my private plane going to motherfucker, bro. Give me some substance. Talk about something other than money. His whole personality revolves around money. If that motherfucker woke up tomorrow and he was broke, he'll kill himself. All he talks about is money. Has no personality, has no merits, has no drive. I don't even hear him talking about being motivational, right? I see him every once in a while. He'll say stuff like, "I'm up here early in the morning working out because I want to be the best." Some of that stuff is cool. I give him that type of stuff. But for the most part, it's always him buying something expensive or having something expensive. "Hey, y'all, let's go look at I got $30 million worth of watches here. Let's go over here and look at them." No, bitch, block. Like, I don't give a shit about that. He does it for advertisement purposes. Okay, cool. Besides his gyms, which some of them are closing, what do Floyd Mayweather advertise? I'll wait. Now, I'm on social media just as much as you guys. Floyd Mayweather, Mr. $300 million, $500 million, Mr. Businessman, Mr. Motivational Speaker Man. What promotional product does Floyd Mayweather promote? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll put it like this. Shaquille O'Neal and Floyd Mayweather have about the same amount of money. Now, Shaquille O'Neal endorses Five Guys, The General, Geico, Athlete's Feet. If you're using your social media for promoting, Shaquille O'Neal promotes on his social media sites. Floyd Mayweather, he promotes boxing. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Boxing. Come on, dog. Let me guess. The Canelo fight? Nope. The Tank fight? Nope. Or Ryan Garcia fight. He promoted that on his site? Nope. But he showed them fucking watches in that damn jet. I ain't trying to watch that shit. Block. Floyd Mayweather has not provided me with any value ever in his life. Not a freaking one. Not a one. If y'all want to watch that shit or be entertained by that trash, be my guest. You can watch that shit all day. Don't bring that shit over here because it is trash. How is Floyd Mayweather showing off $20 million worth of watches going to benefit you? And the fucked up part about it is how Floyd Mayweather promoting his fights is going to help you. Are you going to pay for it on pay-per-view? Do you pay for celebrity fights or pay for pay-per-view fights? If the answer is no, so why the hell are you watching him? To watch his jets? To watch his cars? I think y'all need to reevaluate the type of people y'all idolize. That's one of my problems with social media, right? That's why I talk shit about people, because we worship and idolize the wrong people. I don't want you to worship anybody. Don't worship me, right? If I fuck up, call me out. But what I will give you this. You ask me a question about money, I won't refer it back to things that I bought. It's going to be things that I want you to have, right? This is not a me problem. I don't get on social media just to talk about me. I'm here for you. When you have people like that, their social media is for them to show the world. He needs validation from the world that he is a success. Things provide him value, not you. The things he shows off to the world, and you tell him, you're the king of it. You're the boss. What's happening, man? I love your drip. You give him that validation, and you just boosting his ego. Floyd, we know you got fucking money. Stop it. Get some help. I watched a video the other day. I think it was Carmelo Anthony. He was in front of like an all-black Range Rover, an all-black Rolls Royce with $10,000, like $30,000 in his hand. Bitch, grow up. What the fuck? You're a 40-year-old man running around with $30,000 in your ear. We know you was in the NBA, my guy. We get it. I can Google your contracts and see how much money you made. Hell, I'll take half away of that just because you spend money on stupid shit. Let's say if you made $150 million in your lifetime, Mr. Carmelo. You made $150 million in your lifetime. I'll give you half on dumb shit, right? That still should put you at $75,000. You know what? Fuck it. Lifetime earnings. Carmelo has made $262 million lifetime. Okay, I'll give you half. I'll say Lala took 70 million and you spent the other 90 million on bullshit. That still should leave you with $130 million. We get it, Carmelo. You got money. Do you need to run around with handfuls of cash to your ear? You're 40 years old. Grow up. Nobody cares, right? But people like that do that for themselves so you can validate that they're still relevant. He's not in the NBA. He don't probably get all of the people coming up to him. Hey, man, let me get your autograph. Let me hang out. Let me get a photo. Let me get an autograph. He probably don't get that no more. So people like that who used to all that attention since he's fucking 15 years old, now he's damn 40, not getting all that attention no more. They do stuff like that on their social media to get validation in their comments. Stop it when I'm lying. I call out anybody. Do you need to do that? You're a fucking grown up. But hey, what I know, now the people gonna come for me. Don't talk about Carmelo. Man, all y'all kiss my ass. Fuck that. That's just trash. Trash. Right? What I think about NVIDIA stock, is water wet? It's like the number one, not only the number one tech stock, it's the number one stock in the nation, probably for the last 18 months. If anybody hasn't invested or even know about NVIDIA, you've probably been living under a rock, or you're just oblivious to what's going on in the world, right? I don't tell people what to do with their money because I'm not a financial advisor. I can't advise anybody on anything. I'm just good with money, and I've been like that my whole life. If you don't know what NVIDIA is, you might want to do a little research. I think over the last, you know what? I try not to tell, I will not tell a lie. And you spelled NVIDIA wrong, but it's all good. Today, over the last, let me see where we at. The last year, it's up 200%. The last 5 years, last year is up 200%. That means you put $1 in it, you doubled it. Actually, you 100% gains would be a double, so you pretty much tripled it, or you doubled your double. It's kind of a weird concept. So if you put $1 in, you would double your double, so 200%. Over the last 5 years, it's up 3,000%. 3,000%. There isn't nothing like that. Someone said, I see the new Meta stuff. Man, screw Meta. Meta's okay if that's what you want to do. No, I'm not into that crap. Floyd Mayweather is not teaching anybody how to invest or get rich. Yeah, I love that comment. I'm gonna kind of harp on it a little bit more, then I'm gonna have to move on from the celebrity stuff because I don't want to hear it. Floyd Mayweather is not gonna talk to you about how to invest. He's not gonna talk to you about how to make money. He is an entertainer. Subcategory, a boxer. He can talk all day about boxing, but not everybody, 99.9% of all the people who listen to him about boxing cannot replicate that. Okay? We can't replicate being a great boxer. We just can't do it. So when he talks about that, nobody want to hear that. But he'll talk about jewelry and gold and private jets and shit all the time. We don't care about that. Right? We're done with that. This the new wealth here. He can't teach you how to invest his money because he does not know how to invest money. He might got some smart people on his team, but he don't know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't invest money into stuff and see how it goes up and down. His team probably can sit there and talk to you all day about it. He can talk about how he made his money, not how to make money. And that's where the divide is with, and that's why I don't idolize celebrities when it comes to money. Right? Oh, Jay-Z's a mogul. Jay-Z's a great businessman. No, Jay-Z's a fucking great rapper. Now, can you rap like Jay-Z? No. So why the hell am I listening to Jay-Z about how to make money? Kevin Hart's a mogul. Kevin Hart's a great businessman. No, Kevin Hart is funny. Why the hell am I listening to Kevin Hart on how to make money? No, he can tell me how to tell jokes, but he's not going to tell me how to invest. Example, he opened up some vegan restaurants and them shits closed down. I'm not listening to him when it comes to money. I'll listen to him how to sell jokes and how to damn sell out arenas. But I'm not going to listen to him as a businessman. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal's a great businessman. He invested in a lot of businesses. No, he took the $300 million of earnings and he bought some stuff that worked out. And I'll give you that. Now, if you want to teach me how to take $300 million and invest it in something that works out, fine. But I ain't got $300 million. Anybody in the chat got $300 million? No. So why the hell am I listening to Shaquille O'Neal how to do that? Now, if he tore his Achilles when he was 17 years old and didn't make it to the NBA and then took $50 and turned it into a multi-million-dollar empire, cool. Now you got my vote. People taking $200 million and making money off of it ain't impressive, people. It's not even close to being impressive. Think about that. Jay-Z took $400 million of earnings and turned it into $1 billion. Oh my fucking goodness. Wow, you're a genius. I mean, shit. I'm impressed. Shit. Motherfucker, you can do that. Let me give you $400 million and you turn it to $1 billion. Right? Simple compound interest will make you 10% a year. You take $400 million and put it into any United States stock that average the S&P 500 is 10.1%. That's $40 million a year. Hell, after 10 years, you've doubled your money. He's a genius. I don't get it, man. Y'all got to quit with that shit, man. Y'all got to quit it. But whatever. I'm done with the celebrity stuff, right? I got some good sound bits. So when you see them on social media, you can tag them people in it because I'm coming for the jugglers. I don't give a damn because it needs to be said. And I'm the one to say it. What's wrong with putting NVIDIA? So one thing about NVIDIA is an individual stock. You ever heard the expression, never put all your eggs in one basket? NVIDIA is cool and NVIDIA has high potential, but NVIDIA is one stock. If you're going to invest, in my personal opinion, you should always be diverse, right? If you get into a mutual fund, an index fund, or ETF, you are diversifying the portfolio, right? If you get into a S&P 50 stock or ETF or something, you're investing in 50 different companies. If one of those companies fall off the list, then another one will replace it. You are automatically diversifying. You don't have to watch it, right? I'm like, I set it and forget it. I don't know if y'all remember the rotisserie cooker when y'all was kids, right? You put the rotisserie chicken in it. What was the slogan? Set it and forget it. That's how my portfolio is. I put money in it. I thought about it. I put my money into it and I let it ride. And we're out. Right? I'm not going to be sitting here. Oh man, let me track I have a stop loss and all options and the future calls. And man, I ain't got time for that shit. Right? No, I got time for that. So I don't do that. I don't really sit back and watch and do that type of stuff. What can I do with good credit? So a lot of people always ask about credit. So one thing about credit is to get into credit, you have to understand credit. And to understand credit, you got to understand what good credit is. A lot of people don't even know what good credit is. A lot of people think they know what good credit is. Hell, let's do this. What credit score do you feel is a good credit score? Okay, let's do that. Because a lot of people say, yo, man, what can I do with good credit? Okay, well, what is good credit? What can I do with a large amount of money? Okay, well, what's a large amount of money? What I need to be rich? Well, what's is rich? You know, once I ask this question, the comments are going to get crazy. Hey, I see you, man. Damn, you have you look like a European model. Got this long hair, man. I ain't had hair in 12 years. Some people said 750. Somebody said a 680. Somebody said a 800. Somebody said a 700. Somebody said a 650. Somebody said 750 or up. Somebody said nothing less than 820. Somebody said at least a 750. Somebody said 700 better. So, what's that tell you? Everybody's wrong. It's not even the fact that everybody's wrong. It's that there's no metric or no standard for good. Because you say good, somebody else says bad. Somebody else says mediocre. Someone else says good. Someone else says bad. Someone else says mediocre. The metric is this, right? I kind of say this a lot, but I'm gonna put you on some game. The credit is good for the use you need it for. Okay? It's almost like, what's a good car? Well, are you going to work or are you hauling bricks? What are you using it for? If you're going back and forth to work, Yes, this is a good car. Are you hauling bricks? Okay, this car is not going to be a good car to haul bricks. You have like half the equation right. You have to understand that good credit is only good for what you're applying for. If the car lot you're going to needs a 580 to get that car and you have a 620, then you have good credit or good enough credit. If you go into you try to get a McLaren or something, and you go to a dealership and they say you need a 700 and you got that 620, getting that Honda, you probably could have got the Honda, but you're not going to get a McLaren. So good is almost subjective. You have to understand what you are going for first, right? I say this a lot. Know what you're going for first, then work your credit to those numbers. If you are not going for specific things, then you're using your credit wrong. Okay? Know what you're going for. That's your target. So you say, what can you do with good credit? I don't know what your credit is, man. I don't know what you think good credit is. So that kind of answers my question. What's happening? I'm gonna buy a house from you. I see you. You probably just kept strolling though. At least say, hey, 13. Hey man, how do you edit those videos, man? That's pretty impressive. I'm gonna speak to you every time you come in until you say something. You probably just strolling through though, but it's all good. Let me see. What am I gonna say? But yeah, so I'll kind of give you a quick little overview of that, and then I'm gonna probably head on out. I got some stuff to do. So a 520 is the standard for most credit, right? Anything over 580 is your starting point of credit. 580, you can get entry level credit cards and approved for a fair amount of cars. 620, and you can get an FHA, first time home buyer, first time house. You can buy your first home with a 580. So if you just want to buy an entry level car, if you want to get an entry level credit card and buy your first house, shit, 580 is good, right? But if you want to start getting into investment properties, you're gonna be about a 620. Investment properties, your second property, non-primary. If you want to get into some higher limit credit cards, you're gonna be about a 630 or a 620. And then if you want to get maximized amount of money in business credit and business funding, and or buy a business, pretty much get approved for like 98% of anything, it's gonna be about a 680. And a 700, anything over 700, you're probably in the 99.9 percentile of approval, unless you have lack of like credit profile. And that's a whole nother story. But anything over 700, you can get a lot of stuff done. So somebody did say 700 better. So what I deem good credit, 620 or higher is kind of good. Better credit, 680. Great credit to me is over 700. So a lot of people say 800 is, you got really great credit. No, it's irrelevant. Anything over 700 will do the trick, right? I'll give you a great analogy. When I was in the military, we had to do push-ups, right? And the max amount was 60. If you got 60, you got maximum amount of points. I would do my 60 and then I would stop. I'm maxed out. There's no point to continue after this point. But I would sit there next to people and they would do 90. And I was like, well, why you do 90? Well, I'm gonna keep going until I can't go no more. I was like, dude, you're wasting your energy. You're 30 over the minimum. If my minimum is 60, you did 90. You're overkilling, right? If I need 680 to buy a business or get a business line of credit, why the hell am I focused on an 850 credit score, right? My 750 will do the job. Get over the hump, Get to work. Okay. But yeah, so I hope you find value in this. Somebody just commented, just go, Santiago. You're a little late though, but glad y'all came in. Follow me on YouTube. Make sure you turn that follow button on. You get your notifications on every time I post. I post a lot though, but it's like a default post. But you can always see when I'm live. Um, Thank you for watching. And do you need an LLC to rent Section 8? No. I would have one though. But if you want to learn more about that, click the link in the bio. I'm talking about real estate, buying businesses. Link in the bio called Be Your Own Boss. The class starts Wednesday, 9 p.m. EST. Okay? 9 o'clock EST. Link in the bio, join the free class. And you can learn more about these processes, your credit. You want to get your credit repaired, you want to get your credit fixed, you want to get business credit, you want to buy businesses, you want to buy real estate. The whole shebang, you want to invest, ETFs, mutual funds, brokerage accounts, all that shit. We talk about it, right? I hate to cuss, sorry, auntie, but that's just my natural status to profanity. You know, they say people who cuss are smart. I guess I'm a genius. Ah! Make sure you follow on all social media. And later, dudes.